Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm your host, eeFoGee. Thank you for joining another episode here on Factory of Games. And today, we're going to be taking a look at Pinball FX on the PS5. So, Pinball FX is Zen Studios' answer to their previous franchise games, which are like Pinball FX Original that came out, I think it was 2007-ish, and then Pinball FX 2 that came out in like 2010-ish, somewhere in there, 2012, depending upon what platform you're looking at. And then in 2017, their most current one before this was Pinball FX 3, being their probably grandest product at that point in time, having, I believe, up to 99 tables available for it. I actually own all of those tables on Steam, and I own all of them on Nintendo Switch, outside of Indiana Jones for the Nintendo Switch. I didn't buy that one on there, but I like that one. Love that game. Love that, entire game in the franchise. All the tables are great. There's a nice combination of like Zen original tables and their own license, or their own Zen original tables, licensed tables, as well as original tables that they designed for licensed products. How's that sound? So this is the new one, Pinball FX. I think it came out in 2021 on Epic Games Store. They launched the platform. They wanted to do some testing. They weren't necessarily trying to maybe impact players of the original Pinball FX 3, so they put it on a platform that was kind of new, wouldn't have had Pinball FX 3 on it, and then they could do some testing and kind of get those out there and come up with some different designs, some different mechanics. It supposedly has, refreshed physics, and there's a lot of nice little things, lots of little tchotchkes that you can buy and win while you're playing, and then put them up on those shelves. You can see that Pinball FX up in the corner. Those are all things like posters, stuff like that, that they really wanted to throw into this, which what they were trying to do here is bring and kind of marry what they did with Pinball FX 2 VR, where kind of like you were on your own little pinball room, I guess they would call it, room or house or something like that, where it kind of looked like this. You had like tables for each game. There may only have been like 8 games total or 8 tables total. I can't remember the total amount for those, but you could check them out, see what they looked like, see the design art on the side, stuff like that. Looked really nice, but they also wanted to continue with kind of the layout that they have for Pinball FX3, where you can switch to a view where you can just kind of choose. And what the compromise was is one table in the center of a floor that just changes out as you choose different games or different tables. So ultimately, what do I think about this? So thanks first off to Zen Studios for providing 1 month play pass for it, Pinball Pass. They provided, it's $14.99. They provide the channel with that, so I could check this out for 30 days and get an idea of like how the tables play, how the new physics are, check out the new tables. Now the pass does not give you access to all tables. There are certain licensed tables like the Marvel tables and the Indiana Jones tables that you cannot play on the pass. You can do a demo or a trial of them, but you cannot have access to them for the entire month. You must purchase those outright. And there's a couple different ways to do that, but there's also another pass, which is the annual pass. Saves you a little bit of money. It's not $14.99 a month, it's $99 a year. So you get a full year, and then you would be, upping that again the following year. Do I think that's a good deal? I will say right off the bat, the $99 pass does not seem like a good deal to me. You're going to spend close to that if you probably wait for the tables to go on sale, and you would then own the tables, because you can buy the tables outright. And there's a couple different ways you can do that. So they've really added in as many monetization options as they could. They have pinball coins, and on some other platforms they were called tokens or tickets, tickets. And you would buy those to be able to buy the tables in game. On PlayStation Store, it looks like you can just pay whatever the dollar cost is, and we'll take a look at the shop. and you don't have to even mess with the pinball coins. So it might be a carryover because somebody may log in with their other account from the PC side and have coins and tickets and I don't know, rabbit's feet. I don't know what else they're going to add into it, but they're going to have all these other options. But Cold Hard Cash will buy you the tables on the PlayStation Store, as well as you can just do the monthly or annual pass. Again, getting to the annual pass, I really don't see that being a good deal. You can probably find the tables on sale and be able to buy all of them for that price down the road. The $14.99 is kind of for your casual. You want to play them maybe in the summer when everybody's at home from school or something like that, and you want to check out those games with your kids or your friends or something, and you only need it for a month. You play a lot of it or you play it one time, but it's only going to be a low cost, like $14, something like that, $15. And that would give you access to pretty much everything on here. Outside, again, of the Marvel Pinball, these you can only do as a trial or purchase. And the other one is the Indiana Jones trial, which if you choose this, you get a chance to play it, but it's a time-based. I think you may only get like 3 minutes, something like that. We'll go ahead and play this one here real fast. This is one of the ones where you got to shoot. And I believe we're probably going to get nicked by the copyright for the background music, but we'll hope that they give us a break on this. But if not, oh well. We can just get rid of it and mute it out. But in the end, you would have access to this table only if you purchased it or used coin, purchased it outright or did the trial. So we'll get out of this one here. Now, they do have a nice selection of games that are included with the pass. You have Nickelodeon, so you've only got one Nickelodeon title right now, but you have games from Nickelodeon, Garfield. These are the Williams tables, probably one of the most played pinball tables ever, I think, is the Addams Family, so you do have access to that. This is one that they just launched. They're obviously obviously they're going to launch more. Do I know that for a fact? No, but probably they will. They have the ability to add more tables to the platform, and that's something that they do with licensing. As you can see here, this is not a normal thing where there's a golf club in a hand. These are the Pinball FX William tables. If you press circle, you can get rid of that, and you can have more of that traditional gameplay of Addams Family. Oops. We'll try that one more time. But if you hit circle again, you get the Pinball FX version. So now you're teeing off from thing's hand and you're using a golf club. You also have various view settings that you can adjust on here. You can hit your triangle to see different views. So that's view 1. View 1 wide brings you a little bit lower. View 2 backs it up and allows you to follow the ball a little bit. Make some adjustments. View 3, you're really starting to follow the ball at a different tilted angle. View 5, view 6, view 7 backs out. View 8 will give you the DMD in the background. So that's kind of a nice one if you want to see the DMD in the traditional placement, but otherwise it's going to be on the left or the right-hand side. I think it's usually the left-hand side. And that gives you your information that you need to have the story of the table. So we can see these are all the different ones from Williams. They also have licensed stuff from Universal. These ones, just like the Nickelodeon, just like the ones from Gearbox, are going to be original Zen created titles, but branded with the licenses. Back to the Future, Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park Pinball. Now, Jurassic Park Pinball could be the actual one from, I think it is. This one would not be a Zen original creation.
To Jurassic Park.
I believe it's the original, because this is where it gets tricky. I'm not 100% sure. There is a Jurassic Park Pinball, and it would be a traditional table. We'll take a look at this one here. Again, you get all of the kind of sense of the license, the sounds. Some of the music is licensed, some of it's actually like variations of that song that you would have heard, re-recorded. Gets you different viewpoints. We'll go ahead and jump out of that one as well. Just taking a quick look at the entire game offering. So you also have the Star Wars titles. These are mostly original creations from Zen that they put the licenses on. There's plenty of them though. You have access with them through the pass. You've got some Peanuts, so Snoopy, you get a chance to play him. Very popular cartoon character from the 80s. Zombie World War Z, so zombie pinball based upon that movie. There's the Marvel titles, which are not accessible with the plan, the monthly access or the annual. You have to purchase these outright. You get My Little Pony, so you got some Hasbro stuff in there. Gearbox, well-known dev for Borderlands, but they have some other titles. They put those in here as well. They've licensed some of the IP to Zen. You've got DreamWorks, so Kung Fu Panda, Trolls, Dragons, Pinball, How to Ride a Dragon. Not How to Ride a Dragon, that's wrong. How to Train Your Dragon. And then you've got your original ones. And some of these are brand new. They didn't carry over all of the original titles. There is no Paranormal, which is one of my favorite ones, but they did put in like Wrath of the Gods, which is a brand new one, and I really like this. I've enjoyed this table. So there's some new variations of different titles. Reasons to buy this for specific titles. I don't think I would repurchase titles tables that I already have. I just don't see that happening. But for like Wrath of the Gods, I could definitely see purchasing this. It's free to download the app on any of the platforms, but the tables themselves you do have to purchase or have the pass. There is, I think, a trial on each one of them for like 3 minutes, but, you know, obviously to enjoy them, you're going to have to own them or have the pass. So this gives you a little bit of an idea of what we're looking at here in terms of Pinball FX. In the end, would I say that it's worth it? Not buying all the tables if you already own the tables on other platforms. Again, all the Williams tables, outside of a few that they added in just for Pinball FX, I would not repurchase. I would just buy them separately. But I'm going to wait till it comes to Steam, since I'm, you know, basically hooking that PC to a virtual pinball cabinet. Now, Switch is coming down the road. They haven't launched as far as I can tell yet, but that is coming down the road, and you will be able to play Pinball FX on there. They do have Pinball FX 3 on it. As I mentioned, I own that. And all the tables, you can find those on sale pretty much all the time, which is great. I imagine they'll do a similar tactic with Pinball FX, this one, in the future. Maybe not right away, but they used to discount them considerably, the different table packs. So that was kind of nice. And as I said, there's a few on here that I can't have access to on PS3 that I might be interested in, like Sword Fury. I don't think that's available on there. I don't believe Adam's Family. I know Adam's Family is not on there. The Machine is not on there. World Cup is not on there. Hurricane may not be on there. I can't remember exactly. Indiana Jones is, but obviously I don't own it on there, so I wouldn't buy it on here. So I'm going to be picky and choosing, and I think that's probably the best thing for myself. Obviously for you, depends on your level of interest. Go out there, check it out. Again, you can download the actual Pinball FX game for free, and then you can demo each of the tables and download them individually. And then you can choose to, at that point, either decide to do the monthly pass, the annual pass, or just purchase the tables outright. And if you go into the shop up here, this will give you kind of an idea of what the table packs are going to be running. $4.99 for like Wrath of the Elder Gods, so one table is $4.99, but $15.99 for the Zen Original Collection, which includes maybe 3 there, 3 over here. Different price points for the Star Wars ones. They break them up, or you can buy the entire collection for $24. The entire Williams Pinball Collection for well, you'd have to spend a considerable amount, 23, or 24, 24, 549, 1499, 999, 549 to own all of the Williams titles. So you're going to be spending some money, but again, they do usually put these on sale. At least for Pinball FX3, they did that. So again, that was just a quick look here to take and give an idea of what their new pinball offering is. Judge for yourself whether it's worth upgrading if you've already got these on Pinball FX2 or 3. But in my mind, there's some interest in some of the newer titles, so I may be purchasing some once they get it over to Steam. Because again, I want to be able to use them on my virtual pinball cabinet. That's about it. If you haven't already, definitely we'd appreciate a subscribe. I know I put out a lot of content here. Love to see you come back, check it out. I do a lot on the Steam Deck, do a lot on VR. Going to start doing more and more on PS5, potentially Xbox, mobile. Factor of Games is about all content for all games, so you can find everything you want to see here eventually. But it does take me some time. I do it all on my own, so it's going to be a little bit to get to anything that you want to see. But I try to hit the newest stuff first. Also, if you haven't already, give this video a like, and in the comments, drop a table that you remember, if you're a pinball fan, that you remember that you would love to see in virtual pinball, either in something like the PS5 or on Steam or on your Switch. You know, one table that may really bring back memories. Mine would be Theater of Magic. I love playing that game. I play it all the time. I own it on every platform that I can. I think it's just a great table, and I really, really enjoy playing it to drive that score up there and to do the story. It's really fun. So that's it, folks. Thank you again for watching, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.